The mother-in-law suddenly started, suspecting that the woman standing in front of her wasn't actually her daughter-in-law. Flushed face, she clearly remembered that her daughter-in-law had a very noticeable red mole behind her ear. But after giving birth and coming home from the hospital, that mole had mysteriously disappeared. The mother-in-law thought, something is seriously wrong. Did someone replace my daughter-in-law? Faced with tears of joy to test her theory, she deliberately brought a huge bouquet of flowers home. The real daughter-in-law had a terrible pollen allergy and would start sneezing the second she got near flowers. But this new woman smelled the flowers and didn't even blink. The mother-in-law immediately asked, "Wait, weren't you allergic to pollen?" The woman casually replied, "Me? No, I think you're remembering it wrong." The mother-in-law thought, "Oh, I remember perfectly. You're the one with the memory problem." Faced with tears of joy still, she didn't want to accuse her without proof. So when the woman wasn't looking, she secretly collected one strand of the baby's hair and one strand of the woman's hair and sent them to the hospital for a DNA test. The results would take 2 days. Until then, she decided to keep a close eye on her suspicious daughter-in-law. But the moment she got home, she caught her doing something even stranger. The woman had stuffed the baby's clothes and the adult's clothes all into the same washing machine. Flushed face, the mother-in-law thought, "My real daughter-in-law used to separate every piece of laundry by color, and this woman just threw the entire family into one washing machine." Faced with tears of joy, the woman quickly made an excuse. "My husband put the clothes in the washer. I was only going to hang them up." But the mother-in-law already knew her son had left the house early that morning. She thought, "Nice try, but that lie needs some work." Just then, her son came home with groceries. The woman immediately started crying and complained, "Your mother keeps picking on me for no reason." Without noticing anything suspicious, the son immediately defended his wife. "Mom, why are you always bothering her?" The mother-in-law stared at him and thought, "Son, your wife may have been replaced, and you still haven't noticed." Faced with tears of joy, she decided to stay quiet and wait for the DNA results. But waiting 2 days was driving her crazy, so she went to a local card club to kill some time. She never expected the suspicious daughter-in-law to show up there with the baby and bring her some food. Everyone around them thought, "Wow, what a thoughtful daughter-in-law." But the mother-in-law was watching closely. She noticed the woman was holding the baby like she had never held a baby before. When the baby started crying, she only tried to quiet her down. She didn't even check whether the baby was hungry or needed a diaper change. The mother-in-law's suspicion grew even stronger. She thought, "She doesn't even care about the baby. Maybe she's only interested in our family's money." Flushed face, and her son happened to walk by and saw his mother scolding his wife. Once again, he immediately defended her. "Mom, why have you suddenly changed? When my wife was pregnant, you treated her like a queen. You bought her fresh fruit every day and took care of her yourself. Now you suddenly act like you don't even care about your daughter-in-law or your own granddaughter." The mother-in-law just stared at him. Inside, she was screaming, "I haven't changed, son. Your wife has." Faced with tears of joy, but he still refused to believe her. Finally, he said, "Mom, maybe you're just stressed. I think you've been getting a little irritable lately." The mother-in-law said nothing. She knew the truth.